Clearly, I'm feeling myself, and for good reason. I really love the way this wig came out, but she did not start so pretty. This one comes courtesy of Y Wigs. She is a lace wig and she is actually a reversed ombre. This is the first time I'll be featuring a reverse ombre on my channel, and I think I did great on the install. So this is what it started out as. As you guys can see, the definition of a reverse ombre is pretty much a blonde root and dark ends. Typically an ombre is a dark root with, you know, lighter color ends. This is why it's called a reverse. So I played with the wig and wanted to see if I wanted a center part, no part, or a side part. Here I'm going in with my favorite. This is the Care wax stick. I love to use this to stamp out the parting, make sure that it doesn't revert. Also, this cancels out flyaways, gives a smooth, sleek finish. And I'm also going to pair that with the electric hot comb. You'll see that throughout the video, and you guys know this is my favorite. We're going to go through the process of customizing this wig, so I hope you guys will follow along. I'll also talk about the root in just a moment and tell you my thoughts on the yellow root. But first, let's go ahead and customize as much as we can before we cut off the excess lace. Once we cut off the excess lace, we're going to go ahead and bond the wig down. Of course, as always, we're not using an adhesive. Instead, we're going to use a holding spray. Of course, everything I use is listed in the description box, so check it out. Next up is baby hair. This one obviously is hard to conceal. You can definitely see the lace from ear to ear, and this happens when the lace is lighter than my complexion, as well as when we use blonde wigs. So we're going to use a product at the very end to make it all work, so kind of ignore it and just enjoy the ride. Also, again, don't worry about the hairline. If you do not like the way the hairline looks like, it is definitely yellow, it's definitely light. The company did want me to keep the wig in the natural state, but if you don't like it, of course you can go in and bleach the hairline, or you can use a purple shampoo. A purple shampoo is toning, it'll get rid of yellow, it'll get rid of brassy. It may not do the job completely, but it is definitely a great option without using any hair dyes. So, you know, just try it out and be creative. Now here goes my electric hot comb once again. As you guys know, this is my holy grail favorite thing to use. You rarely see my flat iron as much anymore in my videos because this really has taken over for me. There are a few options if you want to purchase one from Amazon. I used one in my very last tutorial and it literally burned a hole in my lace. This one I like because it controls the temperature, so you don't, you know, burn your lace like I did. And as you guys see, if you really did a time lapse of what the lace looks like in the beginning to the end, this thing literally gets the job done. If you are fearful of burning yourself, which I've done many times, even recently, do the step, like press out the lace area, the hairline, before you bond the wig down. Like put it on a mannequin head and you can really press it out without fear of burning yourself. Now that we've had the wig bonded down, I kind of played with it and see what I like. I really love the curl pattern and the body that it has, you know, without doing anything. I didn't want to ruin that, so I left it as is, but of course you can go in and curl it yourself. Next up, I'm going to go in and make the lace blend with my complexion. I did use my concealer from Fenty, and as you guys can see in the parting, it did perfect. Now typically I would go in with a powder along the hairline. I opted to stick with the concealer because I thought it looked so perfect, and it did come out a little bit orange. The trick to it is to not use as much as I did. You kind of see when I was dotting it in, it looks perfect. Well, this looks good. Like just dot in a little bit and then blend it out as best you can, but when you pack it in, the more you add, the more it'll turn orange, so just be careful with that. Also, the sideburns are a little bit straight. It's going to take a little bit of work to train them to go ahead and, you know, swoop the way I usually will like. And that's another thing about blonde hair. I feel like the baby hairs usually take a little bit more work to kind of, you know, become what I like them to be. They're a little bit more straight. So, you know, just use your scarf and kind of train it, and eventually it'll go in the way that you want. The scarf is a holy grail for me to make everything blend and melt perfectly. And of course, the Dyson. I love this one for installing my wigs. Okay, so really quickly, my kids are upstairs in the bath. Dad is doing good night routine, so I have a couple of minutes where I can talk about this one without doing a voiceover. But this one here came from Y Wigs. I've worked with this company a couple of times. I was originally going to do a live video, a live stream on this hair, but honestly I just don't have time or a quiet space to do live streams without the kids in the background. Right now I'm working on that and getting an office space, but in the meantime it was just easier to film a straight through video. So this one here is obviously not everybody's taste. If 100 people watch this video, there may be only 1 or 2 people who may agree or feel this one. So originally I was going to go in and tone the roots. This is exactly how the wig came, how you seen it in the beginning of the video. So I like this blonde here, but here at the root it is a little bit yellow. So for me that is an easy fix. From what I know, I'm not an expert on hair or hair color, but I know that I can tone the root. I could have went in with a purple shampoo and toned the root, and just literally lathered it with that purple shampoo and just mainly the blonde areas, and kind of let that sit in the sink wet for like 30 minutes, maybe even an hour, and just kind of pay attention and see, you know, when it would come up. And generally speaking, that would have been an easy fix to fix the yellow. They did ask me not to alter the hair as far as like bleaching it or whatever. They wanted to actually show off the color, so I figured if they said don't show off the color, then it would make sense to not tone the root, so that you can see exactly what you would get if you purchase. So if you want this wig and you like it and you purchase it, you definitely should go in and tone the root. As far as the hairline goes, I think it looks pretty good here as far as the parting goes actually. And I use the same concealer I use almost all the time. I'll have it in the description box. I did use it also in the hairline, and it is a little bit more orange. And that is the thing about lace. What works in the parting sometimes won't work in the hairline. I will be able to fix that off camera, but I kind of just wanted to talk to you live with the hair. I really didn't alter the ends because that really wasn't the focal point. It does have nice body and movement to it, but it can definitely be touched up as far as the curls go. I'll just do some quick 5-minute big chunky wand curls to kind of like, you know, make this look good. But yes, this one here gives me Christina Aguilera vibes when she was hot. I feel like this is like a color an ombre color that she definitely would have done. Now with my makeup done, the contacts on, I kind of feel like I'm vibing with it aside from the yellow root. But obviously I'm a brown girl. This is not something that looks natural or normal on me. So I wouldn't show up to kids' PTAs with this on. I wouldn't go to work with this one on, but I am a creator and an influencer. So I can imagine if I was doing like Instagram, you know, pictures with a cute little outfit, this would be a vibe for that, and not necessarily for a day-to-day. Keep in mind, guys, that I am an influencer and I switch my wigs out often. So if my budget, if I was buying this wig myself and my budget was just for one wig, I would not buy this wig. But if I had or if I was someone who switched out my wigs often, this may be something that I may switch to for a couple of days. Especially, again, as an influencer who changes her outfits, I could see like a little two-piece Fashion Nova set looking really cute with this look and being a vibe for a couple of days, and then back to the normal black or brown. I absolutely love this curl and vibe. It is so hard for me to get good curls like this one here, which is why I didn't want to mess it up and try and fix the rest of the curls. But yes, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Again, this is just something different to shake it up. You can't wear black or natural brown hair every single day for the rest of your life, especially as an influencer. So I hope you guys appreciated me just simply switching it up a little bit. Again, giving you guys a little bit of a Christina Aguilera fun vibe. Today is Memorial Day, so happy Memorial Day to all of you. Hope you guys are staying safe as we transition out of quarantine and back into normality, whatever that means for us now. Remembering to wash your hands, wash your kids' hands, wash your clothes, you know, not touch your face while you're out as much as possible. If you're going to restaurants, it might be a good idea to bring like past plastic Tupperware and a bottle of water so you're not like getting refills on this cup back and forth. Whatever it means to be safe, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video with your friends. As always, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Smooches!